Violent conflicts in Bolivia pitted autonomous opposition forces against President Evo Morales' government over the weekend. At least 30 people were killed in Pando province, which was put under martial law on Saturday.
Y en consecuencia, con el dictamen afirmativo del Consejo de Ministros y de conformidad al artículo 111 de la Constitución Política del Estado, se declara el estado de sitio en toda la jurisdicción territorial del departamento de Pando.
Negotiations between the governments and the autonomous right began on Monday, with both sides agreeing to wait until President Evo Morales returned from Chile, where he is attending a South American Leaders Summit on the Bolivian crisis.
Vengo acá a convocatoria de la presidenta pro tempore de UNASUR a explicar a los presidentes de Sudamérica sobre un golpe de Estado cívico-prefectural de algunos departamentos del Estado en los últimos días.
The autonomists are against any equitable redistribution of land and natural resources, particularly gas. And almost all of Bolivia's gas reserves are located in the departments of Santa Cruz and Tarija, and so the autonomists are really intent on holding on to the profits from those gas reserves for themselves, and the central government, of course, demands its rightful share and is trying to redistribute those resources more equitably among the different departments so that the department with the reserves, which are the richest departments in terms of per capita income, don't manage to hold on to all the wealth. Because in the past, these departments have received a disproportionate amount of central government subsidies, and this is the first time that a central government has tried to address the historic injustice between the distribution of resources among East and West within the country. So that's what's really generating the unrest in the East, the attempt on the part of Evo Morales to give some justice to the departments in the West that have long been starved of resources and revenue. It appears that the opposition, at the very least in Beni, Santa Cruz, and Tarija, the three departments that are not under martial law but which are part of the opposition movement, have pulled back temporarily and have begun to negotiate with Vice President Alvaro Garcia Linera regarding some of their demands for autonomy. As far as martial law in Pando goes, it's not clear how effective it is as yet or is going to be. The prefect who organized Thursday's massacre, Leopoldo Fernandez, is still at large and is hard at work making a mockery of government pretensions to impose the rule of law throughout the territory. So it's not clear how many people have been killed, at least 30 it appears, a couple hundred injured, and perhaps as many as 40 disappeared. So this is the worst massacre in Bolivia since October 2003, and Morales is really going to have to demonstrate his ability to check the reactionary rampage in the lowlands if he's going to hold on to legitimacy with his base within Bolivia. On the other hand, internationally, he has received extremely strong support, particularly from Brazil and Argentina, which receive the bulk of Bolivian gas. So that's a very important difference between now and the past, when right-wing movements within Bolivia always counted on the support of military dictatorships in neighboring countries. Today, the situation is dramatically different. UNASUR was formed 4 months ago as a union of South American republics, and it's one more group within the region overwhelmingly in favor of the government of Evo Morales, and even the right-wing government of Felipe Calderón in Mexico has pronounced in favor of the democratically elected and legitimate government of Evo Morales as opposed to the secessionists. These interstate organizations are playing a more and more important role in regional diplomacy, and the United States is really being shut out of the picture as South American countries, in this case, try to resolve the crisis by themselves without the interference of the United States. So this is very important. In the past, the United States really had a chokehold over diplomacy in the Western Hemisphere, and now what you're seeing is the emergence of countries like Chile and Brazil and Argentina, as well as Venezuela, as major players in regional diplomacy. So there's really a shift away from the United States and an attempt to resolve problems in a more autonomous fashion.